Thank you for watching. What causes people to get violent in the name of religion? I've heard some really bad ideas about that, and I want to comment on them. This is the second book from Ghulam Mirza Ahmad that I'm reading. And he wrote, of course he wrote it in Urdu, and I'm reading the translation of it. In my opinion, the second cause of this criminal bloodshed, which is carried out in the hopes of becoming a Ghazi, is the preaching of Christian priests who have widely publicized the claim that jihad is compulsory in Islam. They claim that killing people of other faiths is a matter of great Islamic virtue. I believe that the people of the frontier region were not even aware of this doctrine until the Christian priests embedded it in their minds. Alrighty. Now, I'm not quoting that because I think he's right. It makes absolutely no sense. It's ridiculous. But maybe he is right, and the people in India, the violent Muslims in India in the 1800s, did have no sense in them and were ridiculous idiots. He's accusing them of being convinced to believe and act on something that an outsider from outside their group said they believe. I've never seen that happen. I've never seen an outsider convince a group to do something. For example, anti-Mormons. There are varying degrees of how violent or mean or just unscriptural they accuse us Mormons of believing or acting, but we don't. I've never been convinced by an anti-Mormon that I should believe this thing that my religion doesn't teach, that's not in it and not a part of it, or act in this way that my religion teaches not to, because an outsider said, "You, Mormon, that means you believe." Another example. I'm a gun owner. You're not going to see my entire collection. I'm not doing that kind of a YouTube channel. There are maybe even more than 1 million law-abiding, peaceful gun owners in the United States of America. And we are accused by Michael Bloomberg and Shannon Watts of being bloodthirsty, violent. Michael Bloomberg, when he was a mayor, was making it seem like in his speeches, every gun owner in America was eagerly supplying the black market of New York City. No, or just a handful of the illegal ones, not the millions of peaceful, law-abiding gun owners. But because he said those things about me, I didn't start supplying black markets or killing people. Because I'm not convinced. This doesn't make sense to be convinced to do something because somebody outside of your group says that your group believes or does something that they don't do or believe. And there's a news story related to this that I saw. Thank you, Rebel Media. There was some guy from the UN, I don't remember hearing about his name before, who went to Saudi Arabia. And one of them, the Saudi Arabian government official he talked to, or this guy from the UN, made the statement that we need to fight Islamophobia to get rid of jihadi violence. That Islamophobia is the cause of jihadi violence, which is as ridiculous as can be. First of all, there is no such thing as Islamophobia. I've got a whole video where I complain about people misusing the word phobia. But there is no such thing as Islamophobia. But is somebody being scared of another person causes them to get violent? No. Unless they're an absolute piece of fecal matter and an evil thing, decent people, if they are misunderstood, do not attack the people that misunderstand them. They just don't. They, go on their way. Or prove them wrong by not being violent. So, it makes no sense. So, in closing on this video, it's obvious to me people do not become violent jihadis because somebody who's not a Muslim told them that's what's their religion. And there is no such thing as Islamophobia, and people who would be accused of Islamophobia, they're not convincing people to get violent that were otherwise peaceful people prepared to help an old lady across the street or something. Thank you. Have a good day.